king, right? Yeah, yes, so Mukayocha, but we will never tumble it up here. Yes, so I come, that's how I'm going to go to the got tumble on the street. Netegale Zamotoka Zivuming up street. Demo Banka, Kibumile, I'm the first year so for Uganda. Number one look up for masters one in the agenda. Which I can believable, set it unbelievable. Runs are faster than the calculator. Penny Kulu Popula, Tijano Governanda Wokoye, Misano Mukubane Kusanga Mabele, Sendabo Quebete, I can make up a minute Kaluam Silam, we never know which jelly, but the Papa imitating your Wanga Sala, Mukayo Lake and go Mugisukumbalu, Amatanga Valavilla Lucas, Son Laka Mukulu, never Matila went to Kapula, no.
Sometimes I make moves just to stay cool, moving like a real Jew. I do it like I got a few just to be in. We'll never thought the man is gonna be on time. I'm on time just to make a smooth move like I'm doing too. I ever get caught up because I'm thinking my clues are gonna be taking me too far. Up in the sky, sitting on the cloud, feeling that good, smooth, good. Try to be from deep down. I tell you what's going down from another town. Killer City is known on my t-shirt. Still from Africa, man, put me on the map like the satellite. Please set me in the light. I never thought the limelight is coming to take off.
Yeah. Check it. Listen. I'm yours truly, the African natural, born supremacy. The ways of the face of the globe with no mercy. So you know I'm more vicious than the guillotine machine. Trying to contain my legends just like an open-ended mission. Listen, flowing insane, I'm flowing in vain, making it rain. Understand rap into my veins to my brains. So I'm flowing crazy and I'm flowing lazy. Better listen properly, then you can realize that my flow is so amazing. And listen, it's the OUG from Kampala, Uganda. I'm not gonna blunder, but rap ripping his shots to pieces. I'm done being under, it's not for me. Cause I keep causing these lyrical atrocities and standing on top of these police. Listen, I'm still living, I'm still roaming around the streets of Kampala, doing the very things that get you locked in prison. Nachana mistari, mini mkali, hata ukiwa generali wa serikali, misijali, mpende mbali. Listen, yo, new on the black, now new on the back, I sit in Brussels, same no big, got a swimming pool with a lot of drinks, the damn dead, I call it mix. Split your brick like Dick ride, like a split from the multipod. Don't you know it's meant to burn up all the way from 10 to suburbs. Talking like from Machiavelli, power chill like Tyler Crowley. I you fuck before the 80s, wins I rap before the Ladies, Martin Luther, Mount X, pop pills, unpack the extremists, my game is sick and now infected all the trust cables. Man rubber pack Pirellis, flex blue like the Navy. I am what the world made me, I am what the world made be. Cause I'm just like I'm Spider-Man, Peter Parker got Spider-Man. Here cock and cock Spider-Man, he'll cocking on the head and back. I'm the best rapper in the game and I don't even write pose. Yeah, dog.
That's how we do it. That's how we keep it.
Yeah.
That's how we keep it.
You
can tell I kick you off with a little rhyme. You can tell by your watches that it's about that time that I So Severe, your host of the One Make Show, welcome you back to a whole new season 2.
Whole fresh indeed. You saw it last year. You saw season 1 when I brought you Cypher's freestyle sessions and booth sessions. You were here when we celebrated the independence of 50 years.
It's right now, that's why I thought I'd start you off over here with my main man over here. Independence Monument, say what's up. Yeah, he all the way up there, and we keeping it right here. And you keeping it locked all the way from Kampala to Kenya, Zimbabwe, South Africa, all the way to Nigeria, all the way to Libya. Yes, indeed, I'm talking about Libya. They watching this too. They loving hip-hop. I'm loving hip-hop. You loving hip-hop? I'm so excited about hip-hop. In your face this time. Take a sneak peek, but hold up, wait. In case you're thinking I'm looking a little different than you saw me last time. No, don't worry. Nah. I'm still the same me. Only difference this time, it's all in HD.
That is not just a car. This place right here, and that car is a monument to hip-hop. The birthplace of hip-hop is where I'm at right now, Sabrina's Pub.
But you know, back then there was only like three places that were doing anything. Sabrina's was the first one.
Omulokola asemulokolo musiramu asenga musiramu n'okubuuza ne kukyukamu abamu kama yeebazibwa abalala salamu aleikum era n'omuga salamu aleikum nga toli musiramu takuddamu.
I dare anyone out there to brag and say that they have a president for a rapper or a rapper for a president. Our president here put it down a couple of years ago.
I can even give you some rap myself now. Adamaka Karara, Kara Lukahigara, garoa ntambiko ampakasyo.
My heart goes out to the kid with no food to eat, sleeping on the streets with nothing like a bed sheet.
You can just hear the beat and hear the chorus and he starts singing. That's what we call a sing-along chorus.
Catch One Mic Show Season 2 before the city began on NTV and in HD.
Sprite on ice. You've made it into the infamous TV beauty shot by doing what you're being. Nice. Roll credits.
Hip-hop. Yes, indeed. Fresh this time around Season 2. I told you, my name is so severe, and this time, I'm not just going to tell you hip-hop's alive and well. I'm going to tell you about when hip-hop was not alive, before hip-hop, how hip-hop begun. It started right here in Africa. The stories, the same way you told stories, the same way you were told stories by your grandparents. The same thing we do in hip-hop. It's what we call rap. This is the art of storytelling, principally the main essential behind hip-hop. The same thing. So during the slave days, during the slave trade era, the black people were taken all the way from here, moved to work on plantations there, but that's the same thing. They kept on moving, the same kind of tradition. On the slave ships, it is said that they used to make music stomping their feet, using the shackles, and that's how they kept the rhythm flowing. They kept the rhythm and kept the rich culture within them. Many, many years later, there came jazz, the whole kind of music, saxophones, bands, instruments, primarily a black African thing, an African-American thing. But then that slowly moved and transitioned into what we call hip-hop. But when the people used to gather together down on block parties, down all the way in New York, Bronx, Sedgwick Avenue, said to have begun with the main man himself, DJ Kool Herc. Yes, indeed. Anybody who knows hip-hop knows that the godfather of hip-hop, the beginning of hip-hop, started with DJ Kool Herc, a DJ who used to mix beats. He used to get the beats of disco songs and loop them to make the beats that people like to dance to and groove to. And that's the same thing that he got a couple of MCs, a couple of his friends, put them on the tracks, the beats he made, and they began to MC. But by MC, I mean like something like they used to give shout-outs to the people who had come to the party, like a kind of what you call a roll call. Like, let me do it like this, like, hey yo, I see you, hey yo people, yo, I see you, mama, see you over there, like laying it over a beat that was playing. And slowly like that, people began to, that's how hip-hop started, and slowly people began to talk back and forth to, what is this thing? Yeah, I like what they're doing, I like what DJ Kool Herc's doing, I think we can do that too. Slowly people began to tell stories in their things, tell stories about how their days were going. Little stuff, but just all do it in rhyme, in rhythm, on the beat. And that's how it moved on, and slowly it grew. This new thing from block parties grew. From the streets of Sedgwick, New York Avenue, then going down to African Bambaataa. Everyone who knows hip-hop knows him as the main man who carried on this thing called rap and hip-hop and spread it around. There's actually still, till this day, the Bambaataa hip-hop movement. You can look for that online. But what I'm continuing on to say is, the people moved with this new kind of hip-hop, spread it across the land, spread it. Then next thing you know, it hit France and Europe. Next thing you know, it was coming on its way back down here to Africa. A long stretch, but it made its way back here, home, UG, Kampala, where I'm at right now. Monuments right behind me. This whole thing, this whole new season is monumental, and before I expand onto that, I gotta take this all into a link and into a break and let you know that I'll be back expanding on the origins of hip-hop right here in Kampala and letting you know how it all started here with us. You're watching the One Mic Show, your host So Severe.
Catch One Mic Show Season 2 before the city began on NTV and in HD.
Still caught up in the freshness of hip-hop, taking you on the journey with me on hip-hop, how we move from Africa all the way to New York, America, Sedgwick Avenue, and back here to Africa. And now where I'm standing right now in this place, anyone who can recognize the yellow car can tell that that is not just a car, that this place right here, and that car is a monument to hip-hop. The birthplace of hip-hop is where I'm at right now, Sabrina's Pub.
But you know, back then it was only like three places that were doing anything. Sabrina's was the first one, and eventually went to Deviate. Chaos was also doing that stuff. In the beginning, all anyone was saying was Bataka Underground. Like, if you weren't affiliated with Bataka, it was like you didn't really exist.
What you might call the Sedgwick Avenue of Uganda, where hip-hop all began. That car, a known fact from Hope Mukasa, the owner of the establishment, is that when he got that car, it was supposedly a chicken house where the previous owner used to house hens and cocks.
Been that, like Sabrina's from Jump, man. You go there, you find Shorty car. I mean, we were hip-hoppers, and back then, we dressed a certain way.
Right here is where people came by the numbers and flocked this place, filled out all the seats just to see an artist, an underground MC, a young, vibrant artist tell his stories. Tell his stories of anger, tell his stories of corruption, tell his stories of love.
Because hip-hop is socially conscious too, you know? And you know, cats were expressing that stuff through the hip. So, I mean, we had a very negative rep, but you know, hip-hop has always had its ups and downs.
And just like a song is never a song until it's sung, there was this one FM radio station that dared to try and play this rebel music out to the public and give it to them on their airwaves. Never heard before. People wondering, what is this that is raging and ravaging our ears? This new sound that people weren't ready for. This one radio station, Sanyu FM, dared to go against all the challenges and give the people something new, something different.
Sanyu was playing hip-hop, but not from UG. So you'd hear like maybe 3 local tracks in a day on a lucky whatever.
Something fresh, something good, something real.
Check. L. What it is, what's up? What it is, what's up? What it is, what it is, what it is, what's up? What it is, what's up? What it is, what's up? What it is, what it is, what it is, what's up? What it look like? What it feel like? What's up? What's really good? What it do, cuz? With the blood clap, homie was cracking. What up, huh? Shorty, what the dealie? What's happening?
Sanyu FM at the time went through a lot of challenges trying to get the people to receive this.
Chug, bottle of Sprite. If you weren't here, there would only be sadness. Lemon and lime, lemon, lemon, lime. Good job. You're in him. Good job, bottle of Sprite. Good job.
Because in the beginning, radio wasn't giving us any play at all.
So what we did, we held some sort of like rehearsals where guys can come and hand in their music and they perform, and we had this selection of presenters who was judging these guys. They used to come to the Rock Garden and they used to sit there, and every day at 5 p.m. these artists would present their music and they would, you know, perform it, they would listen to it, and the panel of Sanyu presenters would identify that this guy's music is good.
Sanyu did a competition. It was just a competition, and our crew, Urban Thugs, won, and we had to actually change our name to Urban Life for them to play the song, which we won on radio.
So that's when we started realizing how we had a whole, I could call it a whole community of urban artists who were very good here in Uganda, but they were not even known or even playing anywhere.
We survived slavery and got liberty. Overcame tribulation. Now bring it on. We are one mic.
We had artists at that time who were just coming up, who were growing big at the time, like Jose Chameleon and Bebe Cool, Bobby Wine. But then we started also showcasing the urban artists who are not just performing in Swahili and Luganda, but they can do a good presentation of good music in English. So that's how Clear Cut came up. And Abavubuka, we also had, there were guys like Sylvester and so on.
And that was the beginning. It was just clawing your way through, you know, like a lot of these guys now, like these guys have really gone through it, like the Clear Cuts, man, shout out to those guys, like they've been there from the beginning, man.
Then you don't talk about me, then you don't talk about me, then you don't talk about me. If you don't know me, then you don't talk about me, then you don't talk about me, then you don't talk about me.
I mean, Bataka, LG.
This dedicated to all my ghetto representatives. Bataka Squad, Bataka Squad in the building of Bogota. Yo, traveling man, you're thinking on a pack of rhythm with them. I'm like it's the talking drum that I'm the voice that echoes. Spirit from within like the voices of Soweto. Struggling man with visions of freedom through every ghetto. A little widow surviving still on top of it all. Lord, revealing the power that was people in this last hour. There's so much trouble going on in the wall today.
Urban Thugs, Clear Cut. Most guys don't know about Urban Thugs because everyone left. JT, who's rapping again, was rapping back then. He was not producing.
And there you have it, and there you've heard it, ladies and gentlemen. Right here on the One Mic Show, I am still your host, So Severe, and they've told you, as we have seen from the interviews that we have just had, the real professionals telling you about the challenges that they took for them to have hip-hop penetrate the industry here in Uganda, up to the level it has reached now. And you can tell that right now hip-hop is a strong background for a lot of what you can see on the streets. Every day you can see that a new big company has made an endorsement with a hip-hop artist trying to get a message across. And you can tell that, you can see as they try to get these messages across, it is still a storytelling thing that they're trying to get across. We can tell storytelling came all the way from way back, as I explained, from the African traditions and cultures all the way to New York and all the way back here. And right now, hip-hop is a movement that is so big, the quickest way to reach out to the youth. Same thing. I mean, Uganda here, we can brag. Our president here put it down a couple of years ago just in a campaign stunt to win over the elections. And he did, and we saw it right here. You saw it here. Maybe one of these days we'll have him on the show.
I can even give you some rap myself now. Natemakat karara nukahigara, garo antambiko ampakasyo, akasyo nakahaba jesi, wajesi bamporo, orona rawa rukoko ya mpihuri, iruna rizabana, abana bampenjeyo, jona mukama yampakasa, kasana kishurumu mukazi yazara umwana, amweta mugarra, nagaje byoshe nishevu. Today, these young people taught me about this rap because I was not following what they were saying. You want another rap? You want another rap? You want another rap? You want another rap? Penkoni ngarama zezire ni chundevinyo ibi byatendegere nkube mutere hegura umpariya hariho gwitiri nenkura shoro metekere akara kembogo akare kembo karagan sharra munda yengoma. You want another rap? You want another rap? You want another rap? You want another rap? That's wonderful. Now I know what you have been up to.
Sprite on ice. You've made it into the infamous TV beauty shot by doing what you're being. Nice. Roll credits.
Hey, cross a couple of fingers, but you know, you can keep it locked, keep following us on YouTube, Keep following us on Facebook. Keep following us on Twitter. And you can hashtag us on Twitter, hashtag OMSUG. Keep it locked, read about us in Xcyte Africa magazine. And you know I am still your host, So Severe. And without further ado, I know you've been waiting for this one moment, this one thing, this entire episode, the season premiere, the booth session. Let's go without further ado. Let's get into that straight. Let's take it out. Booth, here we go. Hip hop.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I go by the names of the OPU, all the way from Raw Records, Season 2, on the One Mic Show. Let's go. Hands up. Yo, I've been hated on, slept on, told I wouldn't be on. Be among the best, they said that I would never be long. But now it's on this chapter I'm on, I call them home, safe to say I am on, I'm a mic killer. The other name is Hitler, line for line spitter, shine like glitter. Snakes in the grass can't touch me, I'm in the air first class. Acidic flow, even sulfuric nose. I burn through skin, yes I get gross. Skill original, still they want to know how I do what I do. I call it heaven flow, cause rap is a tattoo written on my heart. For me to walk away, that is very hard. When I walked away, I had to come back. Why? Cause I'm hooked like an addict on crack. Yo, that's what they call passion. Just walking over talking, that's what they call action. Lights, camera, action, let me give you direction. Step 1, pray before you battle me.
Whoa, bro, you just put it down on you. Oh, you just killed that one into the booth. Okay, let's go into this. What does the OPU stand for? But wait, that's O for original, P for precise, U for unique. Oh, yes, yes. So, I got that, they got that. How about you tell us where you from? Where's OPU from?
OPU is from Arua. Arua, Northern Uganda.
That's Mingoni?
No.
Okay.
Mingoni is like, how are you?
Yeah, teach me.
Okay, it's like, Mingoni, that's how are you.
Mingoni?
Mamuke replies, I'm fine.
Alright, let's Mingoni?
Mamuke.
I don't know what goes after that, but yo, man, you just killed this thing, man. So what's up with OPU for 2013?
2013, we're about to release the video to the song Can't Cope with Crisis Music. That song has done well, audio-wise.
Oh yeah, I love that song.
That's traveled, so
love that
we're going to release the video.
Here, the One Mic, right? You're going to bring it to?
Definitely.
Man, love this.
And then a bunch of school tours that are beginning in March. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
Right, man, you're on fire. You just tore up the booth, man. I know the fans want more. Can I? Would you kill another beat?
Yeah, why not?
Would you kill another beat? I mean, man, hip hop's alive.
The One Mic Show.
The One Mic Show. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, without further, let's go into that. Let's get on out that chair. Let's go. You're right. Let's go sort this thing out. I mean, woo.
I walk the walk, you talk the talk. I see both sides like a mohawk. Big is me, so obey me like Norbit. I'm so fresh, yes, I chew orbit. Yes, and I shine flaws, and I have Jesus, you can't cross. Yo, it's been your boy OPU on the One Mic Show. Season 2, yo. Hands up, yo. Raw Records, yo. Hands up, let's go. Hands up, hey, hands up, hey. And I'm out.